Hey there everybody, it's Bob at Coastal Appliances. Hey, today we're looking at an older Admiral gas dryer. Actually it says Admiral, but it's really a Whirlpool, and it's one of the older style that has the lint filter up on the top. These are particularly good dryers. They're very simple on the inside, they're very easy to maintain, very reliable. Really, if you've got one of these older style, or you've got that up on the top here, great machine. I would recommend hanging on to it for as long as you can. Anyway, everything on this machine's working except there's no heat. And right now I thought we might have a bad thermal fuse, and we're going to take you out to the side of the house. This is units in a garage right now, and going up here, that's the dryer vent. I don't know if you were able to see it or not, but the dryer vent is only open partially, and let's pan in a little bit. Maybe that'll help you out. There's a lot of lint on there. There's a lot of lint, and the chances are pretty good that this thing is pretty choked off with lint. So we're going to repair it, but we're going to issue a caveat to the customer that I won't be able to guarantee any work that I do on this machine unless he has this vent cleaned out. It's probably pretty badly choked off with lint. So let's dip into this thing and see what we find out. Okay, so the burner has just lit. We're going to show you the burner through the peephole. This is where a technician views through to inspect the flame, and there you can see that the flame is going pretty well. It looks as though the flame seems to be lifting. It looks like a bit of a slow flame. I strongly suspect that the overload thermostat is probably tripping because of poor airflow. So we're going to, most likely we're going to change that part out, and we're going to make a strong recommendation that this guy has his vents cleaned out. Okay, so I've got the back of the machine off, and as you can see, I just have it propped up on a chair, leaning forward right now. Once I start it up, we're going to set it up right again. His complaint is that the unit is not drying, the heat's not coming on. However, I did see his burner come on. Chances are that his burner comes on for a short while and then shuts off, probably due to an accumulation of lint that's in this dryer hose that's leading on out to the house, out of the house. So we're going to be following the current through these four items. This is a non-resettable thermal fuse. This is the dryer cycling thermostat. This is the one that shuts on and off to maintain temperature heat. And then these are also a couple of more fuses. This one is a resettable, and this one is a non-resettable. So this one will blow completely and it won't come back on. Same thing with this one. The other two, this one and this one, they cycle back and forth. As they get hot, they shut off, and then they cool down and come back on again. So we're going to light the thing off and start tracing voltages through this thing. Okay, here's what we've found. All of the burner components are working just fine and dandy. The problem has been traced to the timer, the mechanical timer in the back of the unit. And if you see this red wire here, this red wire is the wire that goes down to the burner and energizes the burner. Now that wire should be energized right now. I'll put my voltage probe on this and kind of try to see if I can get this for you guys to see. Okay, so I'm going to lay this right there. Okay, so nothing's happening right now. Now if I wiggle the timer knob, if I wiggle the knob a little bit, see I'm playing around with the knob a little bit, and whenever I do that, it energizes the timer contacts, and that gets the burner going. So this poor fellow's got to have his timer replaced, and that's what it's going to take to get him back up again. So that was an interesting find. Usually we don't find timers that go bad. Dryer timers, we just don't change them that often. Okay, so we have a new timer here for them. Here's the new timer that we purchased and bringing back for them. we're going to install the timer. There's your timer knob. Pretty easy here. Just pop this off here, and we're going to loosen this one little screw. That screw, once that comes off, we'll be able to remove the timer and slide it out from the back. And doing that, of course, we're going to have pulled the power. Power has been disconnected. We disconnect all of these plugs back there. You'll have no problem putting the plugs on the new timer. They'll only match up one way. See a couple of screws there, one there, one there. Timer comes out. There we go. New timer. Simple as that. And now we're just going to put the new one back in place. And let's see. And I'm trying to get the camera set up for you guys right. Alright, and so you can see that one's going to go inside there. And we resecure the screws on the back side here. Goes here. And then one more screw back here. And put the knob back on. And that's about all that there is to changing a timer on one of these machines. And we're going to fire it up in a moment and make sure everything's working fine, but I have no reason to suspect that we're going to be faced with anything less than total satisfaction. Okay, and the job is complete. All we have to do is just put the cover back on. We've already tested it, made sure that everything's going to be working fine. We know that the burner is working. I know you cannot hear it, but I've already heard the burner coming on. And we're getting power to the burner. If you recall, a little while ago, we weren't getting any power on this red wire unless we wiggled the knob a little bit. So everything is working just fine. Another job's done, and we are out of here.